What's up, guys? I'm back with a new YouTube video on my new channel, Rage Opinions 21, and as you guys can see, I got Horror Lover 13 back, so I'm very grateful about that. And I did 2 videos today on that, and I'm gonna do one video on Rage Opinions about my personal opinion about The Walking Dead. Now, this isn't like something that could happen in The Walking Dead. This is something that would be a good clash out. Who would win, the governor or Negan? Now, it would take a while to explain, but before I get to this video, I want to ask you a question, and I want you guys to write it down in the comments below and separate it with your opinion, about the opinion that matters in this video. If you guys do watch Impractical Jokers, you know, it's hilarious. You know, there's 4 guys and, you know, they kind of joke around with people. What is your favorite Joker out of the 4? My favorite is Q. What is your guys' favorite? Just post the name down in the comments down below. But let's get to this opinion right away. The first thing to talk about is the governor. Now, so far we have seen equal amounts of both of them. A whole season and a half for both of them, basically. We first saw the governor in season 3, episode 3, when he kind of just appeared. And he was just walking, you know, and he met his leaders. And he got mad at them because one of the guys crashed on a helicopter, you know, and they didn't know where he was. You know, they didn't hear from him. And he just shot down one of his army guys. And then people were shooting down all the rest of them. And it kind of got me confused. But it's been a while since I've seen season 3, so I can't briefly remember what completely happened. I mean, I could reassure you I can remember all of season 7 and 8 so far. But so far, the show is going along great. I know the fans we lost a couple fans in season 7, but because of Negan, the fans are still going up briefly. Because, you know, people love Negan in the show. I do too, but I want him to die in the show. He's pretty funny. The governor was more strict. He wasn't funny. He didn't see anything, really, as a joke. Nothing to him was a joke. And the reason why they started war with him is because Michonne thought that he wasn't right. She first saw him as an enemy, and Andrea's like, what do you mean? And she didn't get what she was really talking about. She just thought he was a nice guy, and he did something for them, which he did. I mean, he showed them a really nice community, pretty much more better. I think it's actually Woodbury was more stunning than Alexandria, because you got to see stores, not just houses. You got to see stores and houses, and there was even a part where he played golf. I can briefly remember that. But the governor has a mind of his own. He's more strict. He does not see anything as a joke, and he does push people. Same as Negan, he'll push people as well, and I think that I love the governor. I think he was just straight up awesome, and he kind of had a little bit of a fan base story, the same as Rick. Like, he grew a beard after Woodbury was kind of demolished. He kind of grew a beard, and you didn't really recognize him that much. And it's the same with Rick. I mean, his beard was like bigger, and it was like about this big, coming off his cheeks. And yeah, the governor, it always looks really scary with that eye patch on. And like Negan would say to Carl, which the same thing happened to him, losing an eye. nobody would be messing with this guy. Because Carl got shot, but the governor got glass into his eye. So yeah. But how strong and how compatible is the governor? I really think he is very, very, he's very unique. Like when you first saw him, he kind of just walked through the bullets. Like when they were trying to, when they were shooting all the army guys, he was kind of just walking casually. I mean, it looked awesome. It looked dramatic. I loved it. That was a really cool scene. And he did beat Rick pretty well. When they got in the fight on the mid-season finale of season 4, I mean, he just kept punching him, and you could see red, like, all over his face, and he almost looked like a walker, by the end of the fight. His eye was almost popped out, his face was red, and the governor, he just had blood coming, like just around here. Same with, Neagan, but that wasn't as long as a bad fight as, Rick and the governor. Rick and Negan's fight wasn't really much of a fight that you got to see in season 8. I mean, you just got to see them talk to each other, and then Rick just got out of the situation and kind of settled out of Alexandria and went to the sewers. But with the governor, on the other hand, he just unexpectedly got killed. He didn't right away get killed because Michonne wasn't the one who killed him. It was this other girl, I can't remember, who shot him. But he just unexpectedly had a sword go right through his stomach, and then he's like, and then he just falls to the ground. And Rick was in so much pain. I mean, he even got knocked out for, I think, 3 days because of the governor. So the governor is definitely very strong. He is he's durable. He knows what he's doing. But the Negan's kind of more of the Joker, you know. But the governor will take it seriously. And the way that he walks through the bullets, how strong he is. You saw him going against Rick. Just really showed that he was very, very strong against Rick, and who knows who else, because he did kill a couple people. I think he killed a lot more of his people than Rick's people. But let's talk about Negan now. When we first saw Negan, it was kind of a mystery. You know, you were kind of thinking, who is Negan? What does he look like? Did they kill Negan? Like in season 6, it was, who is this guy? You know, and then at the end, you finally got to see him. And he looks like he was just gonna beat the hell out of someone. And he just looked so powerful. And that's the only time Rick felt powerless in the entire show. He felt very powerless. When Negan came across, you know, he was crying. But he did give out a well-known speech to Negan, and it's still going along. He's like, not today, not tomorrow. And like, I can kind of, what do you want to call it? What is it called? Where you can kind of copy someone's voice. Like, I can kind of do that with Rick. I'm like, not today, not tomorrow, but I'm gonna kill you. Like that. I know, it's a pretty good voice for me. In fact, speaking of voices, you should see this guy on YouTube. I'll put his link in the description down below. # BatDad. He is so freaking hilarious. He's got like kids, and he basically duplicates as BatDad. But let's get back to Negan. I'll put him in the link description down below. Subscribe to him. He makes compilations, and he actually got on the news. So, yeah, Negan is very, very powerful. With all his men, he is almost unstoppable. But Governor is like a one-man army. Negan, he he will just kill someone for almost any reason. If he he'll like someone if they punch him, if he punches them in the face or something, he'll be like, I am 50% more into you, like that. And he has his just own personality, and it's very, very cool. And Negan is so brutal with people, especially when killing people. I mean, just seeing he massacres everybody he basically kills. In the season 7 finale, he was the one who was powerless. He was like, oh man, he was losing hope, and he finally just left. And he's like, screw it, I'm getting out of this mess. And so are the Junkyard Kids. They started throwing out smoke bombs to end the war, and they really didn't want to have a war going on. I guess they were just because the Junkyard Kids felt scared, and Negan's group was losing hope on getting through this, so they just left. So did the Junkyard Kids, and they tried to get back to them. And now in season 8, if you haven't watched the first half of season 8, please do not listen to this part. Just skip to the end of the video, I guess. In season 8, you basically got to see the entire Rick's group taking down Negan's group. They were taking down outposts after outpost. And by season 8 finale, mid-season finale, Negan came so solid that he eventually he started blowing up houses in Alexandria, and he was just like, I really, really am done with this. I'm just going to end this. And he was about to kill Carl, but unfortunately Carl got bit, and we don't know how he could come back. That was the surprise ending at season 8 mid-season finale, and I really, really hated it. I mean, I didn't cry. I don't know why I didn't cry. I guess I didn't have... Sometimes I will cry. Other times I won't. I don't know why I didn't cry. I was about to, but yeah. The ending of the mid-season finale really, really shocked me. And I got so confused how Carl got bit. And some people make theories about how he bit, and how he got bit with the one guy that he found out in the forest. People make theory videos about that. I can see how that happened, because it didn't show the full part of the walkers attacking both of the two. Sorry about that, guys. I had to pause the video for a moment because of my brother. So that was a very, very depressing ending. But the first few episodes were really awesome. You got to see them just attack all the buildings. The first episode, Sanctuary, was completely bullet holed. It was just all the way up. All the glass was shot down, and walkers were in. But by the mid-season finale, you got to see that they took down all the walkers because of Eugene. And it's like, what the heck? And my mom said she never really liked Eugene. I mean, Eugene's okay. You just never really got to see him change. Eugene hasn't really changed at all. I mean, he's always been he's always kind of been whiny. I don't know why. Negan is definitely very powerful. He does have strength. And when you saw the fight, Rick was trying to defend himself. He was like, and everything. And once again, he gave a nice speech to Negan. But of course, Negan didn't listen because, who knows. I think season 8 mid-season finale was still really good. And if these two got in a fight, I really, really can make an executive decision that if it was just them two, I think the governor would win. If Negan didn't have his bat, they were just hand to hand, the governor would win. Because you saw what he could do with Rick. You saw how brutal he was. I mean, Negan, you never really got to see him do hand-to-hand to someone. He's just always holding Lucille, and he feels like he needs her when he really, really doesn't. Even after hearing the story about him and what was happening to Lucille, he still doesn't need that bat. I mean, come on. I mean, I get it's family, but still. If they went hand-to-hand, the governor would straight up do the same thing to Rick. I bet you. But they would probably clash pretty badly. Just both brutally trying to kill each other. So what do you guys think? Once again, what is your favorite Joker from Impractical Jokers? Put it in the comments down below. I will also put a link to hashtag BatDad in the description down below. So like or subscribe, guys, and I'll see you in my next video.